Tyler, obviously the first draft pick this weekend, Reed Schaefer. What can you tell us about him, and what really kind of gravitated you guys to selecting the player from the WHL?
Yeah, big body, almost 6'4", 215, 218 right now. He's a young man, a little bit of a late bloomer, but had a tremendous year. He just kind of, continually got better as the year went on, and kind of, ended up with 32 goals in the year this year, which was probably, I don't want to say unexpected, but he continually got better as the year went on, and obviously they had a big playoff run, and he was a big part of it. So we were on him all year, kind of fit a little bit of the criteria that we're looking to address, and as you get into the the later round there, we thought that was the right opportunity to grab him.
How attractive is the combination of goal scoring ability and also confidence that he displays?
Yeah, for sure. I think at the end of the day, it's not all about toughness. It's he can play with the pucks. He's got a really good shot, really good release. He puts himself in good positions. He goes to the hard areas. He stays there. He's a big body, and when he's not scoring, or he's creating space for himself or teammates, and I think consistency at the time he probably has to work on, but they all kind of do at this age. So we like the overall package, and that's obviously why we stood up and took him.
Is he one of the players that you guys had a conversation with at the combine, and if so, what kind of maybe made him an attractive option in terms of talk?
No, we didn't talk to him at the combine because he was playing still with Seattle. But we kind of waited till Wednesday night. He had interviews all day Wednesday. I kind of wanted to be last to the party a little bit. So we waited, had a fairly lengthy conversation. Our area guys had spoken through, the course of the year with him a couple of times. But, I talked to him on Wednesday and went, through the kind of the whole protocol. So, try to be as diligent as we can.
You mentioned kind of a late bloomer. You think he's just kind of scratching the surface now?
Well, we think so. They played 17, 18 games, and as the year before, kind of, in the pandemic, and when kind of things, I don't want to say normal, but got kind of back under the full, Western Hockey League season. He continually got better as the year went on. He was a guy that we kind of targeted early, and then he just, this kind of would be a good pick here, and then it just, as his play was, and the longer they went in, he just became a little bit more and more valuable as the year went on. So I give him credit. We had a lot of views on him. We dug deep on him. He's an Edmonton kid, obviously, which is nice. He's late birthday that was kind of always has to fight his way through a little bit of adversity, kind of growing up. So we hope that this is he's just scratching the surface. He's a good kid that's willing to put the time in, and we'll see.
How much do you think the long playoff run helped?
Well, we're trying to project the future of an 18-year-old kid, a young man for that matter. So the longer they play, obviously the more views you get. The longer they play, the more important the games are. But we're trying to get the best version of him when he's 20, 21, 22, kind of that age. He's going to go to the U20 Canadian National Camp this summer. It's another piece of an accolade for him. He just continually to get better, and we're going to push him to even strive to get even more better. Yeah, absolutely. I think he impacts the game a lot, and more than just on the score sheet. He's a big body, goes to the net, takes up space, plays physical, plays with an edge, shows good leadership in just how he plays and sticking up for teammates. And then I'm not saying necessarily fighting, but he has dropped the gloves as well. But he's good with the puck. I think his puck skills are a little bit underrated.
What about the goaltender that you guys chose today? 6'5", obviously Sweden. What can you tell us about?
Yeah, big goalie. Had a really good year in Brynäs. He's going to move to play in Rogla for the following year. We had him kind of targeted there, and it's another goaltender we get into the system and try to develop.
How important was it for you guys to get a goaltender?
Well, we like some goalies. Obviously, you're at the mercy. We're sitting there for quite some time. Only 2 goalies had went in the first 3 rounds, and that 4th round they all start going. So he was obviously one of our targets, and I think that we lucked out with him. Getting him where we did. So time will tell.
What about a Russian defense? Was there any kind of trepidation of kind of picking Russia given?
No, not at all, actually. And I mean, obviously Alex is over there right now, and we've been in constant, talks and discussions, and this is the one guy that he really wanted to draft. Be honest with you, I don't know a lot about him outside of watching video, but Alex was pretty adamant about stepping up and taking. He's bigger than listed, so he's just another big competitive guy on the back end, and trying to add to the pool and see somebody to grab a spot.
A couple of years ago, you picked somebody going to Vermont to work under Todd Woodcroft, and you got another. How does that help things when you work with somebody that you know?
Well, obviously we've got a good relationship. I think his brothers probably had a better relationship. But, he played at the World Juniors, and, he had a couple goals early, and we were kind of on him before that. And then, I was kind of hoping, not in a negative way, but, we wanted to kind of, keep him pushed back a little bit for, we knew we didn't have a ton of picks, but another 6'2", 6'3" body, another guy that's good on faceoffs, penalty kill, goes to the net, so we're happy with it, for sure. All good?
Great. Thanks, Tom.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.